Greetings Tunisia 43 players to my very first vlog. So we're going to be discussing today area fire or observe fire. So our man down here, Jorgensen, he's the forward observer for this squad of HMC T-30s. Now through various means we're going to say that he's been told there's some infantry up here in this enemy key point, Coxon Farm, and we want to try and lay some indirect fire on there. So we don't really know there's units up there, but we're told there's been some movement. So if we check the line of fire for Jorgensen and his units, in fact, you'll see that we don't have line of sight. Now we cannot conduct area fire if we do not have line of sight. So our first challenge is to get our people into line of sight. So we'll start the game going. Right, so we're going to move our Jorgensen and his mates out here, but we don't just want to walk them out. We're going to presume this is a combat situation. So we use the stay concealed button and we say move, and they will in fact crawl out there. So there they go, and just to prove that fact, if we click the unconcealed button again, they'll just walk out there. So once they get to their location, I like to use the turn command, or R, and point them towards the target to make sure they are in fact looking at the right way. Then what we can do is use, in this instance, we can use the area of sight tool. Now if we go up to the village, you can see the tops of these buildings are above the area of sight, so Jorgensen can actually see these. So what we can do then is, by selecting control, I'll turn that one off now, because by selecting control we can select all the HMC T-30s. We can put them on fire control, so now we have 15. Then we select Jorgensen. We can select G or the observe fire button, right mouse button on the target. Now you can see the calculations are already being made to conduct the fire mission. So that means line of sight is now confirmed. So let's go back to a vehicle. So here's one of our HMC T-30s. You can see there's the squad, the three lined up in a row. And away we go. So that's the observed fire going in. Now as we have this unit selected, we can then say stay concealed. What that will mean is, in a moment, this unit will start firing smoke, and the smoke round has a different visual. There we go, that round's a smoke round, and you'll see a different effect at the end. Okay, so there's one smoke round going in, another one, and then to stop him firing smoke, we just hit stay concealed again, and this one's going to be smoke, and the next one should be heavy artillery, or high explosive, quite correctly. Right, so there we go, that's a high explosive round. Then to stop them firing, we select our forward observer, we select G or this one here, and the fire mission stops. Right, so that's indirect fire, or observed fire as the game calls it. Quite straightforward once you know how, and a very useful option to have in your arsenal. Well, thanks for having a look at my first vlog. I hope it was informative.